This is just a very quick look at St Lawrence Field. It might be too windy to be recording this, but I'll give it a go and see how the sound quality comes out. So, nature reserve owned by the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust. So 3 or 4 years ago, kind of winters 3 or 4 years ago, this was a really important wintering place for yellowhammers. I counted up to, well, between 60 and 80 wintering yellowhammers just in this small field. Since then it's just grown too thick, too dense. One of the things that farmland birds really need in winter is accessible food resources. So there may be abundant seeds in this field, which they could eat. They're not accessible, so they're hopping around on the ground on bare soil is what they need, and they pick seeds up from the bare soil. And yellowhammers quite like cereal grains as well. As you know, cell buntings need that open kind of ground, and this is just because it hasn't been cultivated for a couple of years. It's just grown way too thick now. So I'd strongly recommend that the Wildlife Trust cultivates, ideally now really cultivates, part of this field. It's kind of in two sections. You've got the kind of the seaward section over there, which is closest to your kind of priority arable plants, which isn't generally used by yellowhammers. Whereas you've got the northern section of the field that we're looking at now is where the yellowhammers go over winter. So along the laid hedge, along the road, that edge of the field has always traditionally been the most popular part of this field for yellowhammers. So basically, if you could cultivate ideally annually or every second year part of this northern section of the field, it's kind of subdivided by this central sort of beetle bank, I think it is. Divides into over there. So basically, if north of that kind of central bank you could cultivate for farmland birds, provide overwintering habitat, that would be brilliant. Easily big enough, this northern section, for a large number of overwintering yellowhammers. And this kind of hedgerow on this northern edge of your reserve is really important for birds. They kind of gather in this hedge and then kind of fly out into the field. Optimum management here, I would say, would be to cultivate it and drill a low input spring barley crop, or no input spring barley, maybe a sacrificial crop. You do need to harvest it really to make sure the sward is, or the stubble is very open. So half the field ideally for farmland birds, and that would do the trick here, I think. The laid hedge is brilliant. As it thickens up again, it will begin to be used by overwintering yellowhammers. It's too low and kind of open at the moment, but it will soon be excellent again. And if you could allow the hedgerow along the road to broaden in this direction, kind of westerly direction along the 6 metre grass margin you've already got there. So don't cut the margin, which I don't think you do now. Allow kind of blackthorn and hawthorn to spread out into the field by about 6 metres, and then yellowhammers will begin to nest in that hedge line. They're not going to nest in it currently because it's just been laid, but by year 3 or 4 after laying, it will be good again for nesting. Hedge laying is ideal management really. I would suggest laying 50% of the hedge in future, just you've got another 50% that's still really thick, but you've still got this section of unlaid hedge which is going to be really good this coming winter. But this whole area is just way too tall and thick for wintering yellowhammers, and would be way too tall and thick for cell buntings. Surrounding this landscape, surrounding the reserve, you've got more, basically a mixture of winter wheat, some rape, some wild bird cover crops up on Wheat Farm, which is already used by yellowhammers. You've got some fallow just over on the slope there, and then over on the western side, over St Lawrence Shoot, the little road, you've got Dean Farm, which has some excellent spring barley. It's not low input spring barley, but there's a good concentration of yellowhammers nesting around that field. And I think at the moment the yellowhammers are basically sustained by St Lawrence Field by the nature reserve over winter, and then they spread out to nest around the adjacent farmland. So if we can get St Lawrence Field into optimum sort of management, but also get Dean Farm and Week Farm and various others to have more low input spring barley and wild bird cover crops, we'd probably increase the numbers of yellowhammers here. Hedgerow networks are really good. Most of them have got really good, what look like stewardship grass margins, generally 3 metres wide, so if they can be widened to 6 metres that would be even better. And if the Trust can buy any more land in this area to manage as wild bird cover and arable flora reserves, that would be excellent as well. Incidentally, this St Lawrence Field is only a few tens of metres above the undercliff, so if soulbuntings were to be reintroduced into the undercliff, there's little doubt that they would winter up in this reserve, so it could be absolutely key if this area was chosen for reintroduction, or in the longer term as soulbunting spreading to this area from other release areas.